And Phil joins us. Phil, how are you from Amalgam Skis? And
Morning,
we,
Sugarloaf.
we just wanted you to know that we've designed this whole studio right around this ski.
I know the studio looks fabulous.
Yeah.
I like it. Well done.
Jordan Lumber right here, and that ski pops right out right there. And we were down at Happy Tunes, and I saw another pair of amalgams. It says Steve Minnick on it. He got his all tuned up, so he's all ready for the stairs today, huh?
Yep, sharpening his edges. It's
Sharpening
important to have sharp edges out there.
You want it, definitely.
Yeah.
Now, Phil, I had a chance to meet your father-in-law, and he showed me this awesome pair of skis you made for him. And I'm hoping Andy can show those because it's something a little unique. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, we've been doing a fair amount of skis with some nautical themes on them. So like taking a nautical chart or a bay. This one here is
That's Osprey. Right?
an Osprey, and that's on Harpswell. But yeah, it's really cool. It's cool to get the level of detail of the chart on the ski, and people can really kind of customize, exactly what they see. This person here spends a lot of time on Haskell Island, so that was an important feature of getting onto the ski. And then also they have a boat called Osprey, and so we included the bird on the graphic. And this was a cool project as well. This was for Rugged Seas, which is a company out of Cape Elizabeth, and they repurpose a lot of fishing gear, like the rubber bibs and stuff like that, to make handbags and pouches, and they've actually got some really cool backpacks as well. But they're using their kind of brand as a platform as well to give the local fishermen a voice, which is great, and it was a great collaboration.
It looks like a lot of work to do that. Is it?
It's I do it in Adobe Illustrator. And so basically you grab, your base graphic, and then like with the Rugged Seas people, they had a bunch of their kind of content that I was able to kind of move around and place, and there's a feedback process between myself and the customer to go through a few revisions to see what they think and see how they like how things are laid out. And yeah, it's fun. I enjoy doing it. It's rewarding for me to do the design work for the graphic, and then it's also really rewarding in the shop and the finishing process to look at something different.
Yeah.
And it really does.
So was that in the original dream when you were putting together your business plan to do that kind of custom work, or is that just something that, can you do this? Yeah, I could probably do that.
Yeah, it's evolved. It wasn't in my original business plan by any means. I was pretty focused on just having our designs and our models and having a few options for customers to pick from. Just trying to keep it as simple as possible for starting out, but it has evolved into customers asking for more custom stuff, and it has become easier and easier to pursue it. We do a lot of, just with our standard graphics, we'll do a lot of custom kind of color inlays on the standard design, so that's one option that people can do to really make the ski unique. But yeah, certainly pursuing something completely custom is also on the board these days, and yeah, it's a lot of fun, and it truly makes a very unique product for the customer.
What do you think your next challenge is? What are people going to ask you to put on there next?
I don't know. I always get asked about snowboards, but gonna stick to just focusing on skis.
But you mentioned the other one with the topographical?
Oh yeah. So I'm working with a customer right now that's interested in putting some like a USGA topographical chart of a mountain range on the ski. So it'll be very much like a nautical chart, but it'll have the topo lines and maybe some hiking trails, and haven't quite put that one to paper yet, but it's on the docket.
That's awesome. Amalgam Skis made right in Freeport, Maine, and of course we were showing the website there, and that's where you want to start your journey if you're looking to get to custom built Amalgam skis, correct?
Yeah, check out our website. We've got all of our models listed there. We've got 5 models of skis. Try to cover the gamut of what people might like to do on the hill, from 86 underfoot here, the Quanta, which is our front face carver, up through a big 108 underfoot big mountain ski, powder ski, and then some various widths in between. All of our skis have camber underfoot, which we think is pretty critical for the East Coast. Yep. And the camber is, I assume most skiers know, but it's that section of the ski underneath your foot that's kind of like a leaf spring. That gives you good traction on the ice.
I'm glad you mentioned that, because Kip talks about a lot of that. Some people probably don't know what that was.
Yeah, there's a lot of variables in the ski design. And there's really like 2 planes that you have to think about when you're talking about ski design. So there's the camber profile, which is what I was talking about, kind of the leaf spring underneath your foot. And then there's a lot of what people call, I think most commonly, rocker in the tip and tail these days. So that's where the camber stops onto the snow surface and then starts coming off again as you go towards the tip and tail. So that's early rise or rocker, and that aids in flotation on snow days, getting you up on top of the snow surface. Right. And it also makes the turn initiation a lot easier, so it kind of reduces the amount of side cut that's on the snow surface when you're going from edge to edge, so that it eases that turn a little bit. And then the other plane that you have to think about is kind of looking top down at the ski, and the side cut, the hourglass shape, which defines the radius, the turning radius of the ski. And so, like, going back to our models, the Quanta is a tighter turning radius, so it's going to make a tighter arc, be more of a slalom ski to go around gates or make very aggressive turns. And then as you go up into our wider profile, like I was saying, the GS ski, it's a giant slalom, a very large side cut, so it's going to take a much larger arc. It's going to be much stabler and potentially faster, stable to take big turns in powder.
People can demo these skis if they get in contact with you?
Yep, we do private demos. Certainly anyone up here at Sugarloaf, it's pretty easy for us to bring up a pair when we're up on the weekends. We're not here every weekend, but we try to be here when we can.
Yep.
And then if that doesn't work, if you're coming through Freeport on your way north, you could grab a pair at our workshop in Freeport and take them for the weekend and really feel them out. That being said, we've got a lot of happy customers here at Sugarloaf on these skis, and I would encourage everyone that's thinking about the product to just give a holler to somebody on the lift line that you see or you're riding up with on the chair and ask them how they like the skis. And they're tried, true, and tested, and I'm confident to say that you might not even need to demo them. I think you'll enjoy them regardless.
Perfect. There you go. There you go. Right. And it must be tough for you to decide which one you're going to use each day, huh?
Yeah, I like them all. I mean, they all...
Of course.
They all have their characteristics, as I've been describing. They definitely have to kind of find the control points and the balance point for each ski for the given conditions. But most days I'm grabbing the Artifact, which is our 96 millimeter underfoot profile. It's really kind of the go-to, do-it-all, all mountain profile. Works on the hard pack, works on the snow days, works in the glades.
And that's what we got.
It does it all here at Sugarloaf, so it's a great ski.
Perfect. Amalgamskis.com, that's where you'll find it. And of course, you are sponsored that we're giving away, of course, a custom-made pair of skis here at the end of the year to all of our Watch and Win people that have won something. They'll be in the hat, and maybe you can win some, but you certainly can buy some. Amalgamskis.com. Phil,
yes, sir.
Thank you. We appreciate it. Always a pleasure to chat with you.
Likewise.
Got some great information here this morning. We appreciate it. We're going to take a quick break.